Trevor Bailey, and of course Owen Barrett and myself. This one is owned by Anita Coleman McLeod. It's a family. That's why I look for the brochure. You can follow. It's a family company that as well.
LLCC.
Hmm. So I used to do marketing for them before I start my own thing, but I do distribution still because I was along with the previous owner. So she's my daughter.
Daughter.
Would I say adopted pitney that
Okay.
because true me and the man used to be friends. That's how she come by for a call me mommy.
Okay. That's
The previous owner. So she's my daughter.
Oh, you realize that we're being recorded.
Would I say adopted pitney.
Probably we're
Yeah, me and the man used to be friends. That's why I keep telling you forget something and move bigs.
Laura,
Time, yeah.
Laura, the onset is up.
Yeah. That's why I say you can't get no disturbance now. Because I'm here telling him forget
Walk
something.
around, sir. Just walk
Have to
around.
walk,
Side
sir.
view.
Down the side
Forget.
gate. Alright,
That's why I keep telling you forget something and move bigs.
Laura,
Time, yeah.
Laura, the onset is up.
Yeah. That's why I say you can't get no disturbance now.
Yeah, well,
Because I'm here telling him forget.
walk around, sir. Just
Have
walk
to
around.
walk,
Side
sir.
view.
down the side gate
Yeah.
is going to perform.
Yeah.
We're gonna see.
Right, that's what I was saying. Yeah. Tell him to come now and start. Tell him now. Tell him to perform She's Royal. Gosh. Tell her.
Alright, so we're having our premiere tonight on
That's what I was saying.
the
Yeah.
Common Sense Show. Now we have started a couple of test runs previously, you know, a couple of Saturdays ago, and you know we gotten very good reviews. Right, so we're having our premiere. So we decided tonight the show, and so this on is exactly what we're doing. Common Sense Show. Now we have started tonight. We're going to be speaking previously about religion, and also we're going to be speaking about marriage. Yeah. I remember it's a free, it's a nice ease talk. You know what I mean? No rush, no fuss. We're just gonna have an easy chat. You know, to kind of, bring ease to the whole vibe that we have here. You know, on this Common Sense show. We also have tonight our special guest in the name of Mr. Dean Evans, and also the wonderful Laura Lee Leslie, right? And she will elaborate if there are any more names that I should put to her. But we have the wonderful Laura Leslie. And we also have Mr. Deja Biggs, and he's going to be performing his a couple of songs. And one at the start of the show, and then I hope you'll still here at the end of the show, so we can have him again to perform another song. He can perform a cover or also a original song. We also have on panel tonight Mr. King Joe. Yes, we have King Joe, and we have our director, Mr. Query, Mr. Paul Query. He's our producer and executive director of the Common King Joe show. Right? So as you notice, we're kind of just making ease of the moment, and trying to get everybody in a nice little vibe, because we just want to have a common sense chat. You know what I mean? Alright, so it's no rush, no fuss. So we're going to introduce right now Mr. Deja Biggs. Mr. Deja Biggs, he didn't give us any track. Mr. a producer and didn't give us any tracks because I see that he came in the show. But since it's a show where you can actually just walk in and set, you know what I mean?
Use your common sense.
We are actually giving space for Asia beings to have this thing fair. In the meantime, you know, we're gonna couple of stuff here that I like to introduce to you because we have some sponsors going on.
Use your common
And
sense.
Miss Laurie Leslie can actually take the floor and tell us a little bit about these bottles that we're seeing here.
As I told my CEO and boss, Miss Anita Coleman, that I'll actually introduce the Fruit Joy products first that I have been marketing over, I think it was counting would be about 15 years. The Cock Spirit tonic wine, the Over 21 tonic wine, and of course the garlic sports wine and wine. All is done by Fruit Joy. The dandelion, and so it's a known product. Over 1975 they started. It's a company owned company that started in St. Catherine, Spanish Town, now is in Westmoreland. So of course I still distribute and market these products because that is what draw me into manufacturing, when it takes my own line of products that you see right there in the front. That's the tortilla line of products that are not here because as you produce them gone. But of course you're looking at the noni and banana, and of course if you see it's open, so you know so it wasn't a seal bottle. And the latest is the bar roots wine, and it's from. You ever hear about breadfruit? You ever hear about brescia? You ever hear about brescia? Come to Linstead, of course, and you will know about the ackee. But ackee leaves is definitely good for prostate cancer. And that is why the latest line of products, it's under the LL Cool brand line, which is the bar roots wine, is here tonight. Because it's not just a bar talk, you know. It's a common sense talk. And remember, we had put religion into it. So it's a religion and marriage, of course. Fruit joy is in the mix, and you know when fruit joy is in the mix, you have to fruit joy, which is the and roots wine. Not to mention the other juices done by King Drew. That is a blend religion into it. Yeah. So it's a religion. Yeah. I'm through marriage, of course. Joy is in the mix, and you
So we also have Mr. King Drew. King Drew is actually a panelist here on the show, right?
Not to mention
And
the
from
other
time to time,
juices done
King Drew
by
will be making
King
this
Drew.
wonderful juice.
That is
Really
a
refreshing
blend.
and I should say
Yeah.
real juice, as we say in Jamaica.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so we also Mr. King Drew. King Drew is actually right. So some real refreshing juice. You know, natural ingredients and things. So we're asking you to tell us about specific this juice and the specific blend. Real juice, as we say in Jamaica.
Okay, so this one is you have guava, ginger, and cherry and pumpkin, all natural. And I use coconut water instead of this pipe water business because I want to stay natural. And you know the pipe water full of all type of things and give you all type of sickness. This is natural. Everything is natural with this. I'm working on the label, so I want to make it very special. So I'm waiting for the right time to put on the right label. All natural.
And it's only common sense why you start so early. That means that when you put on the label, the product done out the road already.
Long time.
Now what you say?
We also have here Mr. Dean Evans. Mr. Dean Evans
I'm working on the
actually
label.
from Winner City.
Very
You know,
special. So I'm
he's
waiting
a
for the
champion
right
for
time.
Winner City, going around and making
It's
sure
only common
that
sense
this
why you
inner
start so
city
early. That
development,
means that when you
inner
put on the
city,
label,
you know what I
the
mean?
product done out
And
the road already.
Mr. Deep Evans is also
Now what you say?
a married man, and we're going to be speaking about marriage, you know, tonight, and he's also a born again Christian. I'm not sure to the extent, but I think
It's only common sense why you
inner
start so
city
early.
to
That means that when you put on the
Christianity. So
label,
Mr.
the
Evans,
product done out the road
nice
already.
to have you on, of course. Married man.
It's okay.
Common
Nice to have you on
sense.
Common Sense.
Too much rose.
Yes. Nice to have you on Common Sense show tonight.
It is indeed a pleasure, sir. Okay.
Tell us a little bit about
Well, the ultimate goal is to transform so-called inner cities into winner cities.
Common
It's only
sense.
by common sense.
Too much rose.
And you'll hear more about it as time goes by. Won't elaborate too much about it. Whenever I talk about winner city, I get extremely excited, elated. I said to my wife, perpetually elated, excited to see these winners become these. You see? Winners becoming winners because they are all winners originally.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So we tend to, it's not a slip of the tongue when they say transforming winners to be winners. You know, because we don't like the word inners right now. It's about winners, okay? We don't use words like ghetto, garrison, inner city, we call them winners. Okay? Winners becoming winners. Because they are all winners.
So at this time we're going to bring on
Yes.
the great Mr. Deja Biggs is gonna be singing his little piece. You know, the first song of the night. You know, and as we say, we're just taking it easy through it. So Mr. Biggs, come make we hear which one of the songs and which one of the rhythm them you want to play. So at this time we're going to bring on Keith. 100%.
What's up? What's up? Looking at the camera, it's common sense, bro. And of course,
For the West Indies, come to Jamaica, put your mind at ease. Welcome to my birthplace. Welcome to my birthplace. A little island in the sun. Ooh. Come to my birthplace. Sweet, sweet Jamaica is the place to be. Have a vibe with nature, it's so wonderful. It's a mind relaxer. Roots and spice, shaky herbal doctor. Full of our beaches, rivers and mountains. Just told them we are the fountain. Come on, they keep the music for us, holy liberation. Marcus told them we are one black nation. Sweet nice, sweet nice, sweet nice. Jamaica nice, Jamaica nice, Jamaica nice, sweet nice, sweet nice. We full of a vibe, we full of a vibe. Jamaica nice, sweet nice, sweet nice. Jamaica nice, Jamaica nice, Jamaica nice, sweet nice, sweet nice. Jamaica nice, Jamaica nice. Woo! Okay, yes. Jamaica nice, sweet nice, sweet nice. We full of a vibe. Jamaica. Alright then. Boom. Black and proud. I know we never mention. We don't fit it there we get to a higher dimension. This is not full of no attraction. If we go down a center where the reggae king come from. Me say Canada try from me in the pop to me no Turkish. I know what the people was young. Them kind of food make both things sour. If you want to feel high, we have to go down and waste money. Nice, nice, nice. Jamaica nice, Jamaica nice, Jamaica nice, it nice, it nice. We full of a vibe, we full of a vibe. Jamaica nice, it nice, it nice. Jamaica nice, Jamaica nice, Jamaica nice, it nice, it nice. Jamaica nice, Jamaica nice. Welcome to my birthplace. Welcome to my birthplace. A little light in the sun. Jamaica nice. Jamaica nice. Jamaica nice. Jamaica nice. Boom. Come to my birthplace. Sweet Jamaica is the place to be. Have a vibe with nature is so wonderful. nice, it nice, it nice. We full up a vibe, we full up. Jamaica nice, it nice, it nice. Jamaica nice, Jamaica nice, it nice, it nice. We full up a, we full up a.
It's a common sense show. Give it up for Danger Beats. Hold it to what we say. If it's nice you have not drink the bar wine, you have to be drinking the bar wine. Of course it is.
Beautiful.
It's a common sense show. Give it up for Danger Beats. Hold it to what we say.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful, man. Big tune, boy. Big tune, big tune, big tune, big tune, man.
Salute.
Salute, big tune, big tune.
Salam.
Big song.
Salam, salam.
Must say the salam.
Yeah, man, yeah, man.
100%. And as we could continue.
It's a common sense
So,
show.
what the other big tune over there? What were the trader? Yes, yes.
Nice, man, nice.
Apparatus.
Yeah, man, Jamaica nice, man.
Come on, sense it nice, it nice, it nice.
Why we actually have to say because we don't have no common sense, you know, man.
Or we not use
We
it.
not use the common sense or we not have none. We don't know. A pure shooting, a pure killing. That's that, man. Jamaica nice, you know. It's nice, man.
Great start.
Yes,
Four
sir.
star.
Come on, sense it nice, it nice, it nice.
Why we actually have to say because we don't have no common sense, you know, man.
Or we not use
We
it.
not use the common sense or we not have none. We don't know.
Here and echo.
That's that, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, then hear the
So
artist.
them hear the artist and them love the song, I guess.
All right.
Jamaica nice, that them say.
Yeah.
Good night to one and all.
Or we not use it.
Alright, so I guess based on that, they're
Thank you.
All right,
Yeah.
then hear the
So
artist.
them hear the artist.
So as you see, we're kind of getting into it. We're not trying to be correct.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're just having a easy
Bit
little
of
chat and
vibes.
bit of vibes. We're not trying to be like TVJ and CVN and CNN. You know what I mean? We can't make mistakes and we're good with that 100%. You know what I mean? What's happening? Getting into it, we're not trying to be correct. You know what I mean? We're just having a easy little chat and bit of vibes. We're not trying to be like TVJ and CVN and CNN. You know what I mean? We can't make mistakes and we're good with that 100%. You know what I mean? What's happening? Getting into it, we're not trying to. Yes.
BBLTT.
We're not trying to be like TVJ and CVN and CNN. You know what I mean? We can't make mistakes and we're good with that 100%. You know what I mean? So what's
Fruit, Achilles, ginger, mango, juntum, and molasses.
yes?
Called bar roots wine. Energy all the time.
Good to read. That's why you just pick up and read the ingredients. Common sense.
What BBLTT? What's it? BB what? So what's
BLT. It's a play on the word BLT.
BLT?
And you double dance. So you know it's very.
It's BBLT. LT. Double up everything, she said. All right, so we're gonna start with marriage tonight. You know what I mean? Because you know religion is kind of a touchy topic, so we want kind of ease into it. You know what I mean? I don't want to get too rough in the religion, the religious thing. It's really just Mr. Ibans would love for us to have a religious easy talk and not religious hard talk. You know what I mean? But knowing some of us, our producer here, he's kind of a hard talker, but we're gonna try to, balance the thing. Would love for us to have a religious easy talk. Yeah, and not religious hard talk. You know what I mean? But knowing some of us are our producer here, he's kind of a hard talker. But and remember, I'm gonna put the camera on me. I just have common sense. I don't know anything at all. Okay, nah, I don't. It's not. I'm not a man full of the going into the theories, and deep into the thing. I'm just working off of the surface with common sense in this show. You know what I mean? That's why the show is called Common Sense.
And that is why we ask the artists to use the
I
common
don't.
sense, not because
It's
I
not.
know the other
I'm
song
not
will
a
always
man
be
full of
about me, but if you could just go
going
outside
into
and
the
be like,
theories.
use
The artist.
common sense.
I'm
That
just
is
working
common
off
sense.
the surface. You're the manager.
Yeah, I am the manager of that artist, and I know he's the manager of me when it comes down to marriage.
Okay.
Are we going that direction now?
So tell us about
Yes.
tell us a little bit about marriage. Where do you start?
Sing some
We
little
want to
roles
get
and
into it
talk
smoothly. Yes.
this, what you say, evening
Hmm.
or night?
Sunday evening.
Sunday evening, and it's a very
So
much
tell us
topic
about
when
tell
it
us tell
comes
us
to
about
women, because
tell us
when
a
you
little
hear
bit
about
about
marriage, them start look for the bling bling,
marriage.
the diamond.
Where do you start?
You know, and them start look for the big property,
We
and
want
them
to
start
get
look
into
for the
it
claim
smoothly.
on the authority.
What is wrong with that? What's
And that is why when we were doing the intro, and of course the host came to me and said, you know, that is how the woman benefit
tell
out
us a little bit about
of marriage. I said, let us start it there Sunday night. Right there I want to start. Right. And this is it.
okay.
Why
What is wrong with that?
most men know within themselves that when it comes on to marriage, it's a union. A union that has to be shared. But yet still, all they want to do is to manipulate women by saying that it's you, it benefits, that them throw it over. It's you, it benefits, you know. So, let us hurry up and marry, or let us, since I propose to you, hurry up and say yes. Because it's you, it's benefiting. But gone are those days. This is now 2024, where women are being liberated. We are now much more further than our grandmothers were there then. So I just want everyone to tell me their opinion, because my opinion say from once it's a marriage, common sense tell you it's a shared union, and it is both a unit will share
Benefit.
the benefits.
But
What you
I
think?
just
That
want
chicken.
everyone to tell me their opinion, because
Does
my
anybody here
opinion
know
say from
marriage
once
is
it's a marriage, common sense tell you it's a shared
I
unit.
guess you are the one EK was saying that she couldn't hear.
Oh, can you hear me?
I guess because your voice is a little bit
Benefit.
low. I'm not sure if
Look at
because
look at talk up to that.
because
Everybody can
her voice is
Does
higher.
everybody know where marriage is came
From the
from?
Bible.
It depends on what you believe. Some people don't necessarily came before the Bible. Came before the Bible. Came before the Bible.
I guess you are the one
Yes.
EK was
Came
saying
before
that
the
she
Bible.
couldn't hear.
Just like you said, it was a union.
I guess because
Yes.
your voice is
But
a little bit low. I'm not
So you
sure
say Adam
sure
and
if
Eve.
because her voice is higher.
Okay.
The world is millions, billions of years now.
Okay, before then.
Mankind is billions of years old. We can never tell how much time the earth has
So
started.
they say Jamaica nice.
Jamaica nice. You see?
Every day you learn something.
I'm not
So you
sure
say Adam and Eve.
me hear you say something though. Me hear you say something.
Yes, common sense.
Laura.
You see me use my common sense.
Yeah. Point out in which way you'd say that the man benefits in a marriage, because you're saying that it's a two-way street. Tell where the benefits of a man in
Me
your
hear you
marriage.
say something though. Me hear you say something. In itself, it's just being a man. That's the
Yeah,
biggest benefit there
point
is.
out in which
When you
way
become
you'd
the head
say
of an
that the
household,
man benefits
you're
in
a
a
king.
marriage. Yes.
in your
Because
own kingdom,
you're saying that,
what more
you
could
know,
you ask
it's a
her?
two-way
What
street. Tell me where the
more
benefits are for man.
benefit would you really want? Especially when you find a real true queen, like it's just like
Well, that's what we're speaking about, because a marriage is between a man and a woman, and then a certain kind of woman with a certain kind of man may applies no benefit to the man.
A man wants a piece of woman. We can't cover that's with simply. We as creatures are very simple what we want.
Well, that's what we're speaking about, because a marriage is between a man and a woman, and then a certain kind of woman with a certain kind of man may apply no benefit to the man.
I would love for Sir Ibanks to come in and say something on this because I know he has a wonderful marriage.
Well, that's what we're speaking about, because a marriage is between a man and a woman, and then a certain kind of woman with a certain kind of man may apply no benefit to the man.
I would love for Sir. Yes, definitely. Yes.
I can easily say to you that
Yes.
for my marriage
Wonderful
tour
marriage.
for over 40 years,
Ah. Yes.
I know that there's a mixed multitude. Some
Certain
people
kind
don't
of
believe what
woman
goes on. Some people get
with a certain kind of man.
hallelujah, whatever. But I'm telling you, our marriage is Bible based.
Yes.
So that's how as long as this is important.
Yes,
Because
definitely.
I
Yes.
can easily say okay,
Yes.
sincerely Bible based. We're having some technical
Yes.
Still?
And you cherish your wife.
one second. We're having some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
If anybody can hear us a little bit, please call in and let us know if you're hearing or not.
Yeah, we like that.
Please.
So somebody's saying we have technical difficulties?
Yeah.
Oh.
EK says she cannot hear anything, and so is Lisa saying they cannot hear anything
Yeah.
on live. If anybody can hear us a little bit, please call in and let us know if you're hearing or not.
Yeah, we like that.
Please.
So somebody's saying we have technical difficulties?
Yeah.
Yeah, we like that. So somebody's saying we have technical difficulties?
If anything is heard, let us apologize for technical difficulties. There's nothing being.
Still?
Nothing? Nothing yet?
Jamaica,
Nothing
nice,
yet?
nice.
Oh, common sense tell me say I don't want to play Brennan Nancy, but I think this glass is too small.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. They can.
Ah,
But
Robin.
yes,
How much
common sense
sense
that I
show?
can refill. Remember?
Yes, come and tell me
can
so I can refill.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mr. King Joe,
And I think this will hold
this
me for
is
the night.
excellent
Ah.
blending of juice.
He's going to add to his label. Shake well, taste.
Yes,
Yeah,
nice.
I gotta remember
Just
that.
happen right on
Yes,
the center.
spot, yeah.
Common sense again.
Yes.
Shake well, taste well.
Yes.
So, nothing start out yet.
Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? So what's happening with that? Because we're turning up. I think it's the mic that's with that mic, you know. Alright, so we're kind of having some technical difficulties. To the ones who can hear us, or your device can actually assist you to hear us a little bit better. And we apologize, we're kind of straightening it out right now. As we're saying, we can make mistakes, you know what I mean? We're not TVJ and CVM. at the moment, but we're getting there.
Alright, so
You
we're
know.
kind of having some technical difficulties. So the ones who
So
can
that's
hear
good.
us, or your device can actually assist you to hear us a little bit better. We apologize for the kind of shaking it all right.
Alright.
What you're saying, can make mistakes. You know what I mean? We're not CBT and CBN at the moment, but we're getting there. Alright, so we're kind of having some technical difficulties. So that's it.
Okay, so back with the discussion. I mean, I think that's a go. Yes, I think that's a go. Yes, back to the discussion. I'm sorry, sorry to break.
Alright. Alright. So as I was saying, right, there's no boast in quote unquote successful or good marriage
Mm-hmm.
because it is by God's grace. That's my belief. I remember after about 2 years ago, or 30th anniversary, we had a group
Yes.
with a particular organization, and the song just keep coming out of me. It says it is about God's grace. A song that says, "Your grace and mercy brought us through. We're living this moment because of you." I'll stop right there. The truth is that it is by God's grace and mercy. It's like when you go on the road, you go out there by God's grace and mercy. I don't like when people show up and say, "Can't drive, good." No, it's about God's grace and mercy. And this is why I put a lot of emphasis. I stopped eating meat for a good while.
Yes.
And I try my best to eat properly. And believe me, when I check it out, I don't know any great common sense again, right? On the surface. And I realize that the plant-based people are healthier. And this is why it's not a debate.
Yes.
Okay? My personal success, if I should call it that, my marriage success,
Mm-hmm.
is because it's Bible-based.
Okay.
I mean, love those who hate you, pray for those who despitefully use you, bless those who curse you. As a matter of fact, the same policy is what I use with everyone else. The only difference
Mm-hmm.
with you and you and you and you is because of my bedroom activities.
Mm-hmm.
You know understand?
Yes, yes.
I love the same way.
Yes.
You understand me? If you don't use that same style, you can be in trouble.
Yes.
So we go Bible-based. And this is where Winner City is concerned. We're so excited when we know this thing is going to work. Because
Mhm.
everything we do
It's
is
Bible-based.
Bible-based. So if you choose not to be a Christian, it's okay. You're
How much years you been married for?
So I'm married now for 43 years,
Mm-hmm.
from 81.
From 81.
Yes.
And what you mentioned Bible base and the Bible,
Yeah.
the words carry. What else do you think, are what is integral into keeping your marriage?
That's a good question. I'm going to explain something just came back to mind. I remember when I was about to get married. Okay? And I was very nervous, concerned, wondering, am I doing the right thing? What am I to do? And this young man at the time, I used to work at a place called Production, Prototype, big up, workers, you know? Past workers. And this guy by the name of Simo, half drunk, come in, roll in, and he at the time he had a good marriage,
Yes.
very good marriage. And I said to him, tell me what to do.
Mhm.
How this thing work?
Yeah.
You know what Simo said to me?
Yeah.
This is, no, write this down. You don't have to write it down. You can just do it. For you to have a successful marriage, Simo said, and Simo was half drunk at the time. He must have rock so.
That's a rock with the liquor in him.
Common sense.
Am I using common sense?
So Simo said to
Yeah.
me, tell your wife you love her every day.
Wow.
Yes.
Every day.
Yeah. And I kind of,
Good.
I look at it.
Happy
No,
that he told you
I
that.
process it. That's the word I'm looking for. A different
Yes.
way. I did not necessarily say to my wife every day, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. But if you do something, every single day, you do something to prove to your wife that you love her. You just keep it rolling. You
Yes,
understand?
yes.
And if you miss out on that, you have a problem. It's like practice become perfect. If you check out the great athletes. What's going on?
The drinks are go round enough people. And they want to give me the smallest back leader, man. And I realized that the next backlog on the label I would run. I was there to stay, but you know.
Shake well, it tastes well.
And of course, it's a combination of pumpkin. I like to get
pumpkin,
it right.
guava,
Carrot,
and
ginger, and lime.
And tubes of lime.
Yes.
And the fact that we're not perfect, you know.
Yeah.
The fact that we're not perfect, this is the first label.
It's the first
Yes.
label. And don't, please,
And
don't-
next
don't-
week,
don't
and
try
next
this label.
week, join us
Make it
because
dry,
you're going
make
to
it
see how
dry,
the
and
boy
then keep it.
use him common sense
This is a mock-up.
and make
This is-
sure.
And
This is a
remember,
mock-up.
He
remember,
use him common sense and make sure him put him
remember the first label.
with the paper
Don't
label.
forget it.
I am going to frame it.
Oh my God.
Right?
All right, back to the question of marriage. You know what I mean? Because the thing, you know, about it is, we know we have viewers out there who are watching and they want us to, you know, give them something they never know. You know? Or give them something that they believe in or thought they believe in, and so they can concur and say, yes, I understand.
So nowadays,
You know what I mean?
We're still living on this. We grew up on for sickness and health and death do us part, rich and for poorer. Is it still going on now in 2024? It is all about what you can give to me, what you can do for me. Because things have changed over the years. No more, I mean, to death do us part if the man get crippled and can't work again. The wife still there for him same way. So if the wife gets sick and his husband there for the same, things change. And what changed all of this?
Core values have a lot to do with it. You know. If you were brought up, for example, my father is still alive and he's doing over 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? Right. And when you see how, when I see how my father and his wife is not really my biological mother, but is like my mother.
Mm-hmm.
They live together right now. I don't know if you ever hear this, but I called him about a couple of days ago, about 9:30, 10, and I was about to put him on, you know, on video.
Mm-hmm.
He said, no, don't do that to me, I'm in bed.
Yes.
They're still living happily ever after.
Yes.
So I think I'm extremely fortunate because I've seen for myself, and this is why we are city movement now.
Mm-hmm.
I am using that as a part of my, I don't, if you use the word marketing strategy, that's kind of a tough word, but
Mm-hmm.
the values and what we do, what we know, we have proven. I believe that there's a lot of persons, all they need to be is exposed because they are made in the likeness of God. And when something that God says is spoken, when the word of God is spoken, it will resonate with you and it will activate itself. I remember the first time I heard this man by the name of Les Brown. The first time I heard him. Find him, look him up. One of the greatest motives. He said, get rid of toxic, persons from around you. Get rid of, demotivating people from around you. And that's negative persons. If you want to be a winner or if you want to be great, And from I heard him for the first time, I said, I am going to be like him. And it resonated with me. Not necessarily to make the kind of money, which I don't mind, or to do it the way he did it, but I'm going to be a motivator. Right? And this is the same thing I'm using whenever you speak. And this is what I have a problem with. I'm not even sure I'll be able to say much about relation. I'm not sure if I'll be able to say much about that because I think we should just respect each other for where you are. And I want to call myself what word did I use earlier?
Motivational speaker.
I want to be a humanitarian. Right? That's more like it. I found a way to connect with every single person.
Before we change the subject.
No, hold on. You know before, but we did break your concentration while we were speaking about the drink.
Yeah,
But you were actually getting into telling us how the longevity of your marriage, and then you went into the drunken guy and so on.
Right.
Continue along that line before we.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for putting me back on track. Yes, and I'm
That's
distraction
okay.
because the food thing is yes, under the table. Yeah. Yeah, so someone said to me, just tell your wife you love her every day. And it's common sense. Serious, because I don't know, my wife is kind of, no disrespect, love the Paula. She's kind of, if you're not careful, immune to, I love you, I love you, I love you. You try every day to do something else. You know, I'm sorry she wasn't here right now because probably sometimes we do a little,
But you know, rough can't too much, you know.
sometimes we do a little, you know, under the table. Sometimes
Yes.
every day you do something to prove that you love. I have to keep. Yeah, I was about to say that.
Keep the spice.
Yeah, man, the greats like you said, poets, whatever. It's practice. And whatever you practice, you become. And I wouldn't dare say that our marriage is perfect. You understand? We have a lot of ups and downs. You have to experience the tough times.
Yes.
To appreciate the
good
well,
times.
experience the valley to be able to appreciate the mountains.
With man, why man are so afraid of losing? If I lose my work, she might leave. If I get sick, she might leave. If I get a stroke, she might leave. But let me understand, say, normally man don't really leave. Most of the time, not all the time, most of the time, the woman will leave. I mean, we can't bother, we can't find somebody that can help me. But the man will stay. Man don't really leave. What caused the woman to always leave? It was this to this do a spark. The woman always seems to be leaving as the man get ill or lose his job. He start to say, Lord, I'm going to left me because I lose my work. But she should have done it for you, no, to put you back on your track to help you.
Not all of them. Honestly.
No, not all of them, but I said most of them.
Well, I really want to touch upon this. Just like what you said. Alright. We have to understand history to understand marriage. And that is where a lot of people go wrong because they don't look at their past or don't try to study their past to know where they're going in the future. Remember that our interpretation of marriage today is from the Western world and not the African world. From the Western world because we are following their teachings. And you have to also remember, back in those days, a marriage, they made the union. It wasn't you that made the union, it was they that made the union. And it was male driven. So female didn't have a voice, didn't have a choice. Back then. It's the same thing with our grandparents. They got in these unions and didn't feel like they had a choice, so they stayed. You understand? And some people, by staying, gradually grew to love their partner. I can't do without their partner.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Because they were forced in that situation.
Yeah.
But these days, remember the narratives have changed now. Woman is full of independence, so they like to exercise that independence. You ask why them leave?
Yeah.
That is the reason.
So
because they feel empowered.
So redemption, you would say then marriage is more linked to your culture than your religion.
Yes.
It's more your upbringing.
Yes.
And I could quickly add to that because
if you go to these
I am,
African
right
tribes and stuff like
yeah,
that.
my grandfather is Indian,
You see
and I remember just before I made that positive walk down the aisle, I remember when my mother come and said, well, Laura Lee, I know you've been looking, but now that you have find yourself a suitor. I said, oh, she said, because I saw you went to the family doctor and said you missed 1 month, so you must have been testing out something, and this is your second child, and we don't play that game as an Indian family. We don't have our children out of wedlock.
Right.
And then when she talked to me and just experienced just the hot wires of, no, you're not gonna have your first child and you're not married. I think my son was about 5 to be exact. So now that I was 1 month late, I said we have to get married to my person that we were dating, my baby father, who then now became my husband, Mr. Robert Pellington, and then that's how it is, and then that's how I found out that when you do have children, it was back to school, you really do need a union. Back to school last week, and I tell you, I am just looking all across Jamaica of all the children that are mothers and fathers who are single parents. You really need that kind of union to really bring up children and to let life be worthwhile. Back to what the artist was saying, make Jamaica nice.
Right.
Yes, because it's not all about the ring and the cake and the fancy dress and all this. After that, you two is going to become one. When everybody gone home, drink the wine, eat the cake, have the nice dance and everything, and me and you know our time now to move on.
But you never really won with a person, right? You never really won with a person, right?
Never really?
Yeah. No matter if you stay with a person for 70 years, you don't know.
Yes, yes. Person always has something behind where you never see. You might see some, you might see nothing at all.
You can switch.
Something out of the sleeve.
People
I
change.
said, no, I tell you this. Sometimes a person can over with you for 5 years, I don't know. Then sleep with you, or sex with you, everything. But then they will be again. And you take her time, you can't take 5 years for him or she says, make and she and him no, so we left.
I don't want to say, I will be asking for excuse after set because it get too hot. No, it don't get too hot. But because 1 minute, I'm just checking to see.
Yes, well, what you said, yes, we can live for 5 years and get that together.
Very true, very true, very true.
You understand?
Um,
But other person don't know.
Marriage takes a lot of things, and as he can tell you because he has experienced it, it takes a lot of compromise. It takes a lot of work. You understand what I'm saying? It takes changing on a constant to getting to know that partner and getting to know when okay, she upset right down, and you know how to tame her.
And then and then the next thing too about marriage, which we want to kind of delve into, is reasons why persons get married. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because really, when you think about it, persons get married for lots of different reasons, and then thus the breakup, when it comes, you wonder why the breakup happens, but it's really because of the reason why the person get married. So we can explore a little bit of that.
Of the reasons.
You know what I mean? The reasons why persons get married.
What is your motive? What is your motive? Well, that is the problem with these days. These days, everybody has a motive. That's why the divorce rate is so high. You understand what I'm saying? People don't just get married for love anymore.
No.
You understand what I'm saying? It is still there,
It's there,
but you don't see it on a regular because there's always something. You know, either a woman really wants to walk down the aisle, so she'll go with you if you give her that opportunity.
Yeah.
You understand? No, for real, no.
Yes.
Or the next thing, you have money. She definitely will go down the
Family tradition.
family tradition.
Use a common sense, right? And make sure from day one you have the right motive. You can't go wrong.
But something you
You
can't.
know the right moment, the right motive is? Right. Well, my right moment, I might sound a bit too religious,
No.
but my right moment, my real motive is that I love her, still love her, and I want to glorify God. Seriously.
Nothing wrong with
And this is
that.
why it's a far, because I want to glorify my Creator.
Yes.
And I believe that's my real motive.
Yes. Nothing wrong with that.
And if your motive is anything else, is like a willingness,
Because it's a little deeper too, you know, in some cases, because you know what is it that causes the feeling that you have that you call love, you know, that motivates you. You know? It's a little deeper in some cases, because what is it? Is it infatuation? What is it that drives that feeling that you call love?
I believe that we all are here for a particular purpose, and the Bible calls back to Bible base, faith base again. A woman, your helpmate, and for me, one would probably say lucky, but I think extremely blessed. From see her, I love her.
Exactly.
Some boat are just click and
Right.
like bam.
Yes.
And there's a little story.
Soulmate.
Yeah. A quick story, very long. My wife, if she watching, she said, "Boy, there you go," because I can really get excited and get out of context. But the fact is that we went to camp. First time I fell in love with her. Went to what they call a youth camp. And the last day we supposed, it's like everyone's kind of.
That's sorry, I don't cut you. That was a Christian youth camp.
Right.
Okay.
And everyone. right.
Want to make sure.
We still have many of those
She really
during
was
the
wild.
summer year.
And
With
everyone.
common sense to tell it, so we still have many
Right,
of those during the summer year.
The idea is
Yes.
that everyone is trying to use a fire code to mess up, to fix.
Yes.
And I was I used to be an athlete, so nobody could catch me.
Yes.
And for some reason, man, probably was the only one who didn't get messed up,
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up on one, I forget, like a little strip place way up. And this young lady, she stood there and she wouldn't move, And the longer she stand up is the moment. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So because you were a star, right?
Yes. I tell you.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yes.
discussed it sometime, from that moment. I
Yes.
just fell in love with her.
It's
And it
funny
never
about
changed.
what you said is that a lot of people hear those kind of stories, some kind of miraculous story about love, where you can't help but pull you in.
As
and
the,
say,
as the
I want to
producer
feel
would
that.
say, use your common
Come on,
sense.
man.
It's a show when you're the guest host. It's when it gets hot and you really have to go back to St. Catherine. You have to get it right because I want to let them know the best type of sex definitely is the one that is in marriage. So
Mental,
if you
psychological,
really
spiritual.
want to enjoy sex, you have to get married to really enjoy that part of life.
All right, since you delve into that,
Nice.
Please-
Am I helicopter? Are you ready? Common sense. Can you tell the producer that I won't be flying out like 1 minute? I'll be flying out like that.
Excuse me, sir.
I hold a minute. I want you to explore with us. Since you
Yes.
went on there and you cut off Mr. A. Barnes. Tell us the difference with the sex in marriage and the sex in the opposite.
You see,
Talk to us about that.
yeah, the sex in marriage give you a fulfillment because now you are honoring this man that now become a part of you. So you go to the extreme. Likewise, he goes to the extreme because he know that you are his wife and he is supposed to be that one that you come to all the time. So it's the sense of just going to the fullest.
Because we heard over the years that when you're cheating,
Yes.
you're thieving a little sex.
That's
It's the best sex.
Is the best sex.
No,
We
no,
heard that
no,
over the
no,
years.
I've heard that.
Right?
Right? Have you ever heard that before?
And I've done that before.
Okay.
Right, and it wasn't. So that's why it's
Well,
good
everybody's,
for you to
experience is
really
Yeah.
talk. The proof is in the
Because I
eating.
can I
So
can
I-
concur with what you're saying.
I
But
will conclude that all the persons who out there wondering now, make it nice, man.
Alright,
It's
Mike.
not a bar wine, it's not a bar talk,
No,
it's
no,
a
no,
common sense show. Thank you.
You can't throw that in and one.
the thing is,
Join me next week.
Husband and wife.
hold a minute, Laura. Please, you have to keep it. You have to
Yeah,
keep
but
the seat.
because I'm here and I ride and I have to leave because
No,
that's
no,
how
No,
it
no,
is
no,
in
no,
my
no,
son, he
no,
has
no,
school
no,
tomorrow.
no.
Common sense, you gotta tell them that.
No, you have to
Yes.
stay seated
If you go to a shop to
Yes.
buy bread,
because
you
you're
want-
cutting
you
out
want
the
bread.
camera.
Yes.
Okay, if you want a wife,
Yeah? Yes, please, and thanks. Yes.
husband,
Another 10 minutes and I will
if
be ready.
a lady wants a husband, she wait until she married. If a man
Yes.
wants a wife, she don't wait till he married. You're supposed to be a wife before I put in, and that finger, if I go to the shop for a bread, I
Yes.
want bread, because
don't give me no bone, I bring no comfort.
Yeah.
If I don't see you as a wife, me not gonna marry you. Understand what I say?
Okay.
Likewise, you don't see me as a husband, you don't marry me. You have to play the role of a wife before you become a wife. That is why so much people not get married and live so long together. Because she said, oh, I'm not washing your pants, I'm not doing this, I'm not that. So I'm not going to know, so you're a wife.
Exactly.
You're not even married to you. Okay, you're not sharing the life role. That is why you don't marry. So I don't think, I mean, as you say, sex and marriage as can't do it sweeter. I don't see the difference. Because if you don't marry, you can get pregnant. And if you're married, you can get pregnant. So, depends on how you feel still with that type of situation in married and don't marry sex.
All right, I want to say something to there are persons out there or viewers who are watching. You know, we're asking you if you're calling video chat if you want to be a part of the show, because I cannot speak to you on audio. You know, it's going to be disruptive to the show. So call us on video and be a part of the show. We'll put you in on video so you can actually be a part of the show. You know what I mean?
Can we say cock, no kill cock? Are you just so we don't have to get it right?
One second. Just wanted to spend this time to big up some of our sponsors of the show. Royal had been a partner of ours. Big up Royal Entertainment.
Definitely.
Lisa's Nail Spa.
Yes.
Sponsor.
Yes.
Partnership. Big up to them. Palmer G.
Okay.
Big up. Let me see. Who else we have as sponsors? Once again, Laura.
Fruit Joy, of course.
Fruit Joy.
LTT.
Right.
And we have Winner City, of course.
Yes.
All of these entrepreneurs, and we wish to get more on board because that's where the show is going. Only common sense can tell us. From it's a common sense show, we have to start getting persons to come on board so that we can be able to hear this show every Sunday night, because common sense is all about going, elevating, and making from one step to many steps possible. Thank you.
Alright, we're going to take a break and bring in Danger Biggs once again so that we can hear his next track. Danger.
Well, this was really common sense. I can't believe that the show come to an end already. But join us back next week because.
Hold a minute, Laura.
Yeah.
Laura Lee.
Yeah.
We're gonna ask you
To be the co-host.
just to be a guest on the show.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I
Well,
thought
we have
you
a
wanted to
host
be
and we
the
have a
co-host.
co-host
Okay.
right here.
But true, that was on the flyer.
Okay,
just take time.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
All right. So in the meantime, before Deja Biggs come in,
Yes.
right? We can actually segue a little bit into religion.
Yeah.
You know, and as you know,
But we've
we're
been
not
touching the common sense totally.
we're not
We've been
speaking-
touching on religion.
Yeah, we're not gonna speak hard talk,
Why?
but we're gonna speak easy
How do you
Why?
easy talk
Why?
in religion tonight. So, you know, let us start with you know, what is religion to you?
What's religion to me?
Mhm.
When you say it's a way of life, it's only common sense would tell you there's so much denominations here now in Jamaica when it comes on to religion to let you know it's just a preference. It's a way of life for who choose to go that way. And it's all right too if you choose not to go that way. It's your choice. And that is where we are now at 2024.
What's your religion?
It's not like back in the days when if it wasn't a Christian man run you down and kill you. You didn't remember that it was days?
What's your religion?
Huh?
What's your religion?
Can I tell you I'm going the way of my newly common law husband? I am going to Seventh Day. I'm going to start following in his footsteps.
You know, some
So,
tell me,
I
some
am
some
gonna-
some tell me, you know, say you've been through a lot of different religions
Of
and
course I
denominations.
have.
You've been all over the place.
Certainly.
Talk to us about those.
Yes, as I told you, in Baptist, from Baptist to what you call it, New Gospel Hall, from New Gospel Hall to Latter-day Saints, where you call Mormon, from Mormon to Jehovah Witness, and they would say the both of them are cults, but you have to really know of certain practice to really call them a cult. And when you check it out, it was as if back then they were a cult, but not now. You understand those two religions? So I can tell you, Rastafari, you name it, I've studied with so many persons.
You've been searching for God.
Right. Yes, and
question. What is
yes.
the definition of a cult?
A definition of a cult is anybody who uses the Bible and change it to fit their way of believe or think, like how the Mormon would use their Book of Mormon and to put Joseph Smith in the space of Jesus Christ.
But isn't that the same thing?
Is twisted.
No, that's not.
That is twisted by using the biblical good book practice otherwise.
What redemption? What's your idea of the
That's
of
not
a cult? Yeah. What is that? What do you
the
think?
definition of a cult is
Speak up a little.
people that follow a way of life and invoke things to help them.
But they still use the Bible
No.
as a guide.
Try to remember.
But they are
before the
twisting
Bible.
it.
Try to remember before the Bible. If
Yeah.
you think, if you know about the Christian Crusade,
Yeah.
when they were burning witches at the stake, they weren't really witches. They were just people that didn't believe in the Bible.
Or
And
into
then-
Christianity, should say.
They were people that,
That
were
did not
forced,
believe
and if they
Christianity.
didn't,
In
and
their
they
way,
wasn't
in
forced,
their way.
right?
Of
And
course.
they labeled them as cultists.
Yes.
But
And pagans.
you have to remember this,
Mhm.
and I need you to understand this. Every religion is cult.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one, because every single one invokes
Probably
something.
somebody would say that's your opinion.
It's not an opinion, it's just facts.
No,
When you say
it's
common
not.
sense, every
Common.
religion invokes
It's
something.
not. Common sense would tell you that it's your opinion
No,
in
alright.
2024.
All right. If you look up
Okay.
the meaning,
Yes,
and
it
it says
is.
invoke,
Yes.
what does Christianity do?
Make you have a better way of life.
Not true. Christianity has not changed the world for good. No time in our history. None.
That's your opinion.
But,
not
but
an
one
opinion.
could say though,
Facts.
one could say though that being a Christian align them with a lifestyle that is understandably good in a certain society.
Well, Western society.
You know what I mean?
Right. Still-
Being a Jamaican, if you align yourself with the Christian faith in Jamaica here,
Right.
and you go to work 5 days a week,
Right.
and you go to church on one of the day, whether it be Saturday or Sunday,
That's good.
and you follow the good parts of the Bible, you know, without really studying it to know what the pros and cons are of a Bible and the origins of it.
Right.
If you are such a sheep, then one could say then Christianity have done well for them.
Okay.
If you look at it like that.
I mean, yeah.
That's
Right.
That statement is kind of blanket. I totally can't necessarily agree with that. Christianity don't do anything. I am using my own, I'm not being selfish, but I'm using my own experience, right? It's working for me. Believe it or not,
Speak up a little,
before I
yes.
accepted the Lord,
Yes.
I just kind of womanizing mindset, you
Yeah.
understand me?
Yes.
And when I found my wife and I started
Sorry.
loving her, serving God, that was work for me.
Amen.
I'm so selfish. So don't tell me say it don't work. It's getting hard now.
Yes.
No, no, it's
Respect my
all right.
opinion, man.
No, it's not
I
about
respect
opinion.
yours,
When
yours.
if you look on the world,
Yes.
if you look on the world, I'm not talking about a personal experience because everybody has to walk that personal
Right,
God,
yes.
with their creator.
Okay.
Everybody.
Okay, individually.
Individually.
That's what I call a person.
You can't, no church, nobody can let you walk that path with God but you. You understand what I'm saying? You have to experience that. But when you look at the
Well-
overall Christianity in the world, Christianity religion in general has done no good for
Common
mankind.
sense
It
tell
has
us
been a divider.
we will pick up
If
this
you look
back
at
next
this,
week, Sunday.
That don't sound like common sense though. That's
And it's a common sense show.
If you ask most, especially young people right now, why they go to church and become a Christian, most of these young people, because of fear, why we don't want what you're burning up fire and can't stop burning all these things. You understand?
So it's true,
And most of
man.
these Christians, they go to church for one reason.
Yes.
They don't want to go hell. If there was no hell in the Bible,
They
were
wouldn't
burned.
be a
They wouldn't be
Christian.
a Christian.
So
You understand?
right, common
So
sense.
common sense telling me that them still not Christian because it's because of the hellfire.
I
Why they
tell
not
you,
watch it?
common sense tell me no. Pick up on this topic next week.
All right. All right, so we're going to excuse, hold a minute. We're going to excuse Miss Laura Lee Leslie from the show at this moment because she actually have a far way to go. And so we are going to excuse her from the show, so we can continue with our common sense conversation.
Yeah, we're going to let Danger Beg sing because he has to leave.
No, not at the moment. We're going to finish our conversation. You should sing at the end of the show, but since he's not able to, he's not going to be able to stay until the end. So we might have Redemption sing.
And nothing is wrong being a Christian. Don't
Yes.
get me wrong. Nothing is wrong with being a Christian and go to church and praise Almighty. But I'm saying don't do it because of fear. Because I feel like
Every
never church
religion
coming
has
and
fear
want to go
this.
hell. And pastor say. You understand?
Alright, now back to what I was saying, and you have to understand what I'm saying. If you look at the overall earth and what has been happening, almost 90% of wars are religion based. Did you know that? The most death for none
Yeah.
is religious base.
Israel.
Religious base. Something that is supposed to unite people, bring people together in unity, is not. The more churches are placed, is the more divided, even in your whole neighborhood.
I'm glad I didn't get what you're saying.
Like
That's part
politics.
of my core values because I would never do what I did. That's why it's called a personal relationship with the Creator.
No,
You understand me? So I have my personal relationship, and I have persons that I disciple, and I share what I share with them and equip them. And only the way it works out, so you have to be kind of careful not to publicize with your influence certain,
No, it's facts.
Things like that.
I mean, it's not publicizing something that is propaganda. It's facts. You can look it up. Anything you set up, you can go look it up on the internet. Any single thing you tell it. So I'm not coming from a place where I'm spreading.
I think before you get into that, I think
It's getting hard.
yeah, I think what is happening is that there are some facts to what redemption is saying, right? But it is not on an individual religious platform that he's speaking. He's speaking about religion in general, the separation of people and in separate beliefs. Not to say that before the Western world came up with these kind of religious segments, that there wasn't separation of beliefs and could be more war too and so on and so forth. Could be more cults, more religions, and so on and so forth. So what he's saying is not to say the Christians, are warriors, but the way how it started really by brute force. Christianity started really by brute force. So if I'm going to speak on religion, I would speak about Christianity and how it starts, because it is Christianity that we know about. You know what I mean? And Christianity kind of dominates. And so we know about Christianity. We was brought up in a Christian society. We are Christians. We were born Christians. Some of us differ because of our knowledge. We gain more knowledge, and some of us become anti-Christians. Some of us engulf ourselves more into it, and so on and so forth. But based on knowledge, because sometimes when you read and you study history, then you got to conform. You can't do anything than conform to what you really know or what you believe into what you learn. You understand me? And so if such is the case, then persons who have read history, persons, if you notice the people who read more, I would say read a lot, they are the ones who will tell you something different about Christianity and kind of differs from that. So when you check the professors and the scholars who delve into African history or history in general, most of them, you will see they will tell you to shun away from a certain belief system, even though we was brought up in such. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess that's what's
You say
happening.
the person read
with-
a lot, but read, some Christians read more than some persons out there who read into into what we're talking about.
Mhm.
They don't believe it. So it's we have to find a way to
There are some things about reading. There's something about reading,
It's a powerful thing, don't read that.
You know.
When I say it's a
Sometimes, sometimes the way how Christians read, when you think about it,
What they read,
Selective.
it's what they read because it is selective, and they will read a lot. They go to the pastor would say, these are some scriptures that you need to study because it is aligned with the belief of the church. You understand me? And so they will read a lot along those lines, and they will study deep into those scenarios, and so they end up reading a lot, but really scratching the surface of what the reality is when it comes to Christianity or religion.
Yeah.
Religion.
I'm because I guess because we're in a city right now.
Yes.
I'm more humanitarian. I don't care what you do.
Yes.
If you, whatever you do.
Yeah. Yes.
You
Yes.
just have to love you.
Yes.
It's about one love.
I like Winner City. I like Winner City movements because what happened in Winner City movements, Winner City don't lead with Christianity. I don't think they do, but they lead with more humanitarian. And so when you get into that, then you might learn of the individual who is a Christian. You know what I mean? Or who go to church and kind of hold his marriage together. And that's a beautiful thing. And we respect that with Winner City.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But this is actually a show that we're speaking about. We're speaking about religion and we're speaking about marriage. You know what I mean? And at first we have Miss Laura Lee Leslie with us. And sorry to say, but she had to leave early. And we have Mr. King Ju, Andrew Chin, rightfully named in its Christian world. Right. We have your special guest, Mr. Dean Ibals from Winner City, and Mr. Paul Query from We Be That Media House and Studio 99. And I myself, Sean Grant, they call me all different kind of name. They call me Contro, they call me Contra Man, they call me Beep Beep. Somebody called me countryman today. You know what I mean? And I have a couple more. So it is common sense. And we're just here to not really, go too much in the theories, but to use common sense to wonder why. There's that integral question that we ask on common sense. Why? And when you answer the question and you come up with that answer, we ask again, then why? You know what I mean? And when you answer that question, then we're going to ask you again, then why? You know what I mean? It's just common sense. And that's how we're exploring, these series today. So we're coming to the end, of the show. Deja Biggs is not here to finish up his piece, but we have Redemption who can hum a little thing. You have this beautiful song called Millionaire, and I really, really love you to give us a little a cappella on Millionaire because it is a song that I think that the world is going to know him by. Mr. Redemption. Knock it.
Blessed night to one and all.
That's it.
Okay. Deja Biggs is still here?
Yeah, he's still here.
Okay. So let me just set up the microphone for Deja Biggs.
I don't know if he's still going.
He's still gonna perform.
Let's see if he is.
Let's see.
Really refreshing.
Sorry that we couldn't get you guys to call in tonight. We
Persons did call in, but they call in on audio,
On
and
audio.
so we didn't access them on the platform on audio.
right.
But if they came in on video, then we could really access them. So hopefully next week,
Well, not everybody's going to want to come in on the video.
you know, well those are the ones that we're catering for, the ones who want to come in on video. So hopefully next week, ones will be brave enough to let us know their common sense. You know what I mean? What's happening with them and their common sense, because that's the show. That's what we're dealing with right here. You know what I mean?
If you want to call in, please give them the number.
Yes. So the number is 4789357. So if you want to call in, you can call in on 4789357. You know, 100%. What's Deja Big saying? He wants to come in and perform.
There's a problem with his with
Cars.
All right. So we have Stacy here, Fool for Christ, and let me try to accommodate her. I'm not sure if it's a personal thing or she wants to be a part of the show. So let me just find out what's happening. Fool for Christ. Well, this is certainly not Food for Christ. Yes, talk to me. Who is this? All right. Yeah, man. What's happening? Oh, I can't talk to you now. Then, if you're not on the show, you have to call in on the show. It's a common sense show. You know, we're speaking about marriage, and we're speaking about religion. Marriage and religion, so you can participate in the conversation via those two topics. Mm-hmm. So if you're not about that, you can call me in the next 20 minutes or so, and we'll talk about why I'm not at bed, in my bed. That's the question you asked. Right? All right, cool.
Once again, you're on the Common Sense Show.
Yes. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So what Deja Biggs has said? What must say?
Is he coming?
Now coming. Now come.
Yeah, Mr. Producer, go check for and find out if he's
I got
coming
you.
in.
No.
You must have something like you can.
Yeah, his card's not working.
Something is,
You know, they have
No.
some mechanical disruption.
so apparently, Laura Lee Leslie could really stay and be a part of
Be
the
a
show.
part of the show.
Because you
was
see,
getting too hot.
yeah,
See, we're gonna
right. All right, get messed up. So all right, so it's very nice, very nice. We're gonna kind of conclude, or in court we'll say adjourn. Right?
Don't like your
On the
court.
common sense show, we're gonna adjourn. You know, hopefully you've enjoyed this episode of Common Sense Show, and we have greater things. Next week we'll be talking about other things, sex, you know what I mean, and more, you know, intriguing topics we're going to be exploring on the Common Sense Show. As you know, we're getting off to a start tonight as a premiere, and you know, we had a little glitch at the beginning of the program. Some of our viewers were saying, and so we hope to improve that for you, our viewers, you know, as we go through. But I promise you, as we move on, it's going to be better, sweeter, more intriguing, and I am expecting that we'll have more juice, because that little one juice that Andrew gave us, that's not going to
was a
make
teaser.
it. You know what I
That was
mean?
a teaser.
Yeah.
People kind of When I kind of call him and tell him, say, can't bring one juice to the show. Please.
Juice,
Please.
juice, you no want juice, you no go and get. I open the door, boy, I say, "Man, get too much juice, we can't take no more."
Yeah.
Understand?
Bring the juice. Bring the
Alright,
juice.
bring it on. You see it pour in the King Jude juice.
In the empty
all
bottle.
A
natural.
long time I ain't done it now.
That be an empty bottle there now.
Yeah,
All
empty bottle.
natural. I use
Beautiful.
coconut water, not the pipe water. So it's all natural.
Hey, religion. We can explore a little bit more. We can explore a little bit more,
why not?
right? Because when you check it out, I realize since the other day, most Christians, they are timid when they were called out to represent Jesus Christ. You know, when they're called out to represent their Lord and Savior, they are timid. They don't want to explore certain things, certain historical facts. They don't want to get into it. You know, with somebody like Redemption. They don't want to get into it with somebody like a Contra or a Andrew. They don't want to get into depth with the reasoning, because they just cannot defend Jesus Christ today. Today, when I say today, I mean in this time. In this time is really an information age. That's the time that we are in. And for you to have information at the tip of your finger, you know, and can grab it. I see most Christians don't want to really get in depth, because it is not understandable to the fullness of how this person come about and how we are worshiping in this way. And so I can understand that, you know, and we hope that Christians today will actually find out a little bit more how to defend Jesus Christ, and not just into a theoretical manner to say, boy, I love Jesus Christ because my granny loved Jesus Christ. And my granny said, Jesus is the way. And there's a couple of songs that said, Jerusalem is in the sky, and all these things. You know what I mean? And so, and so yeah, we kind of would like for Christians to, you know, get into the information more that is at your fingertip, and learn about your Jesus. Find a way how to defend him when it comes to, you know, people who are speaking negatively against Jesus Christ. And so we can have more in-depth conversation when it comes to Jesus Christ. You know what I mean?
This is Studio 99.
So I'm watching your program,
Right.
and I was introduced to the program by Laura Lee. I know she had left.
Yes.
However, yeah. So are you still asking the questions?
Yes, all questions that was asked, they still stand, so you can delve in.
Am I on here?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are on air.
Okay. So
What's your name?
My name is Aneta.
And we are calling from where?
I'm calling from Fruit Joy.
Where's that?
Fruit Joy?
Fruit Joy.
Laura Lee mentioned Fruit Joy, yeah.
Oh,
So
Fruit Joy.
I know you said next week you
Yes.
need better juice, so we'll definitely provide you guys with some better juice next week. Alright? So you
Love
don't
that,
have
we
to
love that.
worry.
Definitely.
Now when it comes to religion, right? Religion, we have to remember, you know, that religion is a name. So
Yes.
it depends on the person, no denomination,
Yes.
what you look at as religion, right? Religion is from within.
From
So you
within.
worship that spiritual being from within. Your spiritual being could be anything, right? So when we look at religion, you know, we're not looking at a denomination, because we have to remember that Christianity, Buddhism, all those things. You
So
know,
you'd be looking at it from a philosophical point of view.
not necessarily.
Okay.
Because you have to remember that all those things are created by man. Unless you look at now the biblical sense of it, the big bang, stuff like that. So all these things, you know, you gotta look at those things when you talk about religion, Hinduism, Buddhism, you know.
Yes.
Alright, where you're coming
Okay.
from with it? It's common sense, of course. This is the name of your show, right?
Yes.
So, I guess next week you'll pick up on the topic, of course. But you know, it's a good topic, and you know you should carry it.
Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful.
I'll definitely send you guys some juice next week.
And could you tell us a little bit more about your juice?
Of course. We have we carry tonic drink. We have cough spirit, which is mood stabilizer. It's an immune booster. Settles your nerves, clean your bloodstream. Over 21 is a lady's choice, of course. It's the same base. We have real pink. It's a kind of a party wine.
Mm-hmm.
Real we have garlic top.
We have one chocolache, which is a dandelion. Now the garlic is good for respiratory, anything respiratory, mucus, bronchitis, and the children and can do that. Dandelion is the same thing, it goes for liver, it goes clean your kidney out, all that stuff. A lot of ladies are now drinking the garlic because it helps with their belly fat.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, bottom line, all of the juice are immune boosters. Really good for you. Alright? And we call the real pimp driving me crazy, driving me wild because it is so good. That's at the market, we know that.
Okay.
So we have put that out of Westmoreland, Beaufort, Darlington.
Very nice.
Oh, in Darlington.
0068. Alright?
Give us back the number.
One more time.
876-215-0068.
And your juice is like immunogizer because based on what you're saying,
Energize the immunity.
And they're healthy, natural, healthy. They're fermented, you know, but they're natural. We're not at no only for
Sugar.
turkey, diamond, and everything like that. You understand?
Yes, yes.
What is your sweetener?
Alright?
What do you use for sweetening?
Onions and sugar and some of them. Cane sugar.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
All right, so.
Actually, raisin.
Oh, not.
Okay. Well, we're looking forward to having some of that pure and natural juice. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're a little cloudy, but go ahead.
Repeat it.
We're looking forward to having some of that juice for next week,
Of course.
and you being
Yeah,
a
man,
sponsor of this
definitely.
program.
Make
And
sure you get some next week, alright?
yes, we thank you
Alright.
100 and bless up yourself.
All right, give us the name of the juice again and your name.
Alright, it's Fruit Joy, Tonic and Beverage out of Westmoreland, Darlington.
Beautiful.
The juices are called Cock Spirit, Over 21, Dandelion. Dandelion is the one chocolate tree. The garlic is the African sport. And then you have the real pin, which is a party wine. And then you have the regular fruit wine. You can use to bake or cook or anything like that. It's all
Beautiful.
natural table wine.
Beautiful. All right, so as you know, we be that media house from Studio 99, and we actually do advertisements, and persons who sponsor our program, it might get a ad at a very good price. You know,
Alright.
some persons might get it without a price. So you
Alright,
can
I'll
continue being a part of our show, and you never know what benefit you will get at the end of the day, right?
Come on, call us up and let us know, and definitely we'll definitely send you some juice next week, alright?
Beautiful. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks.
You
Take
know.
care.
Come on.
And
Have
have
a
a
nice
wonderful
night.
rest of the night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Yes. So that's a juice lady from out of Darlington, Westmoreland.
My type of lady. Juice lady.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. So we're coming to the end of our program again, and so we're gonna close out. We're gonna adjourn, as they were saying, court.
One more time.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't like that word. That word. That word.
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
We're
Quite clearly what you
gonna roll out. You
Roll
know.
up. Yeah, see?
So remember, it's common sense. Join us again Sunday coming at 8 o'clock, and we hope to not have the glitches that we had today, right? And so we're hoping to have another big one, you know what I mean, big topic. You know, we'll be speaking about sex and something else, right? So we're gonna get our guests. We're gonna send out our posters or invitation to the show,
Please
and
log
so
on.
you can kind of, you know, log in and want the brave ones who really want to be on camera. Come on camera via WhatsApp. You know what I mean? Call us on video chat, and you'll be able to see yourself on screen interacting with us.
Before we leave,
Seems we have Deja Biggs.
Yes, he's here.
And so Deja Biggs want us to give us a rhythm. We have another rhythm here, you know, so we can set up the stage. Deja Biggs,
big artist.
you know, and so Deja Biggs, come forward. Come forward, Deja. So you want Deja Biggs?
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Jamaica man. Check one. Audio testing 1, 3. I want your feedback.
She's so royal.
Put it down back there. Put it down back there.
Run it,
Put it down back there. Lisa. Here with this. Sure. People. Why yes. Love the vibes. Vibes is right. Lisa. Yo. Love everlasting. Music everlasting. Way like my lasting. Forever is all I'm asking. Please don't let me leave my space. In a soul like your resting place. Hallelujah. I swear from the heart. This thing has to last. Forever is in the past. You make me wanna dance. Wanna dance. Wanna dance. You send me love with every breath. Every chance I get. Make you feel like a princess. You send me love with every breath. Swear that I'm gonna love my happiness. You send me love with every breath. Every chance I get. Make you feel like a princess. You send me love with every breath. Swear that I'm gonna love my happiness. One day soon, never put on the ring. I'm making you wear like a king, man. I'm in your king. Let's make it over with my exciting. Spontaneous, I want you want you be singing, girl. Higher than the clouds, I wanna take you. We're gonna make you proud, I'll never break you. I shout it out loud, it's your virtue. That makes me say, love with every breath, every chance I get. Make you feel like a princess. You send me love with every breath. Swear not to let love my happiness, girl. Love with every breath, every chance I get. Make you feel like a princess. You send me love with every breath. Swear not to let love my happiness, girl. Common sense. That's how we do it.
Run it again.
Believe. Come in, Andrew.
Run it again.
Run the track.
Ready? No, so without love, nothing not gonna work, you know. Love believe it, you know. Love yourself. Love every time. Yeah? And that piece I remember. Yeah. Love yourself from the heart. And just make it hard. Yeah? Watch out.
Listen.
I am all of you. I know I will be here. I love you. It's don't do the thing. I am all of you. I know I will be here. I love you. It's don't do the thing. I am all of you. It's don't do
Yeah, man, so, and this, we're going to finish up here now.
Yeah.
Yes, my team. You see, you just get a while ago, the great King Jew and Redemption and Deja Biggs. So, join us again next week for some more of entertainment, you know, both from the musical side and the conversational side. You know, we'll be speaking about sex and something else on this Common Sense show. So have a wonderful time, you know what I mean? And see you again on Sunday, 8 o'clock. Remember, the number to call, 4789357, on video. We like that, you know what I mean? And persons who want to have their product shown on the show, you know, you can be a sponsor and we can give you
a considerable deal on your advertisement of your product. That's what we do. We advertise um, persons' products. We advertise whatever you want to advertise. We do that. We cater for anything in cinematography, photography, and so on. You can call us for your funerals, for your weddings. You can call us to shoot a party. You can call us to do anything when it comes to cinematography. Our person would say a video man, because most Jamaicans, they don't know when we say cinematography because we actually are at the stage where we're making short films and movies and such things, you know what I mean? So you can call us up, if you have anything to shoot, a simple thing like maybe a child's party to a big stage show. We have actually equipments that we rent to as well. We can rent you a drone for drone shots. We can rent you a smoke machine, a foam machine, and stuff like that. So call us up, and you can get all these things from us here at We Be That Media House in association with Royal Records, Studio 99. So peace out, and we see you again on Sunday at 8 o'clock here at Studio 99 Common Sense Show 100%.